You've seen every single YouTube video. You've tried everything in the books on how to make a payout, but you can't seem to get one, and you don't know why. I will help you. So this is what I do every single day whenever I get into the markets, and this is called the forever model. If you want to just screenshot that, you can do it now. I understand this is a line chart. It's not the actual, candlestick patterns that you can see. At some point in the future, I will share that with you. But in easiest terms, for someone that is just now starting, or maybe someone that has, been trading for a while, but they don't know exactly what they're looking for, and they're just clicking the buy and sell button. This is gold. This is all that you need. Trust me when I tell you this. Trust me. I'm not a financial advisor. So what we have is two yellow lines. We have a sell side liquidity, which is the bottom yellow line, and the top yellow line, which is buy side liquidity. Yay! We're getting somewhere. So as we're making our way up, first of all, our objective is to sell. That is how we're going to be able to make money, is by selling. What we want to do is sell in order to make money. Newsflash, you can sell and make money, and you can buy and make money. You don't have to buy to make money every single time. That's if you're a new retail trader. But, we don't judge. We don't judge. So we have an up, we have a down, we have an up, we have a down. We have an even higher up, and then we have a down. And then we even have a higher up. Well, if you can see the little turtle right there with the red line, what that is called turtle soup. And that is how my ass got fucked without lube. But we won't get into that. Anyways, that is called turtle soup, and that is stopping out all the retail traders. So what we want to wait for is that. Once that happens, I don't know why the markets do that. I am not the market maker. I'm not the one that makes the rules. I'm just the middleman. I'm just trying to help you guys, okay? But once that happens, then we need to look for a change in the state of delivery. That is what the CISD stands for, what the blue line is right there. That is a break of structure. Break of structure or change in the state of delivery, it's the same thing. So once that happens on a higher time frame, like a 5-minute or a 15-minute preferably, because your boy likes to use the lower time frames like the 3, the 2, and the 1 minute. I don't like to go below the 1 minute because to me at that point it's just noise. But what I like to see is a higher time frame showing me a change in the state of delivery, and we'll go into that and with real candlesticks, trust me. But in the time being, what we want to see is that change in the state of delivery being broken through. And then that is just a automatic, okay, we are going to want to go lower now. And we're going to want to go to that sell side liquidity. But the market be playing games. They like to be playing games. They like to be toying with your emotions. What you don't want to do is have FOMO and then be right. Ooh, my fingernail's long. What the fuck? Be all the way down to the bottom and have FOMO and then sell and then get stopped out because we're actually going higher, tapping into that green box there. That green box is going to be your bread and butter. That is what's going to be your entry point. And what that can look like is a unicorn model, which is basically sell side, buy side, depending, but in the time being in this video, it's taking out buy side, turtle soup, change of state of delivery, going back, equilibrium, tapping into a fair value gap that needs to be filled. Now, it doesn't have to be just a fair value gap. It can also look like an inversion fair value gap. It can also look like a negative breaker. There's 4 reasons why the markets move. We are to hunt liquidity, generate liquidity, find imbalances, and reach equilibrium. So it doesn't look that looks pretty 50% there if you were to look at the highest high down to this low right here. I don't know. I mean, I'll go back in the notes and I'll test it for you. But that is pretty much 50%, and you want to be in that premium area. Whenever you're wanting to sell, you're in premium. You want to be in premium if you're wanting to sell. If you're in discount, you want to buy. But in this case, we're trying to sell. You want to be in the premium. So you want to be above 50%. So once you're above 50%, you know, you have your fair value gap, you have your inversion fair value gap, you have your breaker. So that is going to be our, all right, I'm slapping contracts right there. I'm trying to sell because, hey, price is fractal, because look at that. We also have another internal liquidity sweep as we're making our way up and then down and then up again, hitting that green box. We have an internal liquidity sweep, or in this case, a turtle soup. So you want to take that opportunity because everything is telling you, you know, we've already had a change of state of delivery. We look like we're already wanting to go down because we're hunting liquidity. Liquidity is what generates, this is what makes the markets move. We're going through that change in the state of delivery, and then we're going to equilibrium, and we're tapping into a fair value gap, which is an imbalance, which is something that we need in order to slap contracts on and make some fucking money, guys. If this video made any sense, you know, I try my best. My last video absolutely sucked, and I'm sorry. I apologize. Screenshot that. That is going to help you out a ton. This is something that I use every single day. This is something that I look for every single day. If I don't see that, then I don't click the buy or sell button, and you shouldn't either. If this video gave you any insight, educated you, if you just want to say thank you, or Tanner, your eyes are absolutely beautiful, and I don't care if you're in the dark, you know, just come into the light. I understand you're a ginger, but, you know, you got to see the daylight, dude. It's, you know, it's a struggle for you right now. You know, please hit me up in the comments. I answered every single one of y'all. And hope you have a great night. Peace. Or day, whenever you see this.